That's looking a little bit
I
better.
haven't gotten a single
Let's see.
donation for my campus.
All right, yeah, I think this is good. It's looking pretty good on the phone.
Are we live again?
We should be. I think we're good. I think we're good.
We're back? The
And we're back!
Cups are still in place, by the way?
Cups are still in place.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should officially be back. So, yeah, back to the whole spiel. We're doing this for Papa Barks, raising some money. I thought it would be really cool to kind of do something different. And Steve and I have collaborated before in the past. We've done like music stuff. You did those super cool paintings inspired by a whole bunch of local artists.
Thank you.
And I was one of them. I was like, oh my God. I was like, okay, Steve is super chill. I feel like so much of your art that I know was always tied to like animals or like these creatures. I was like, this would be perfect for Papa Barks, even though it's like a bunch of furries. It's not specifically a furry thing. Anyone can give any money. So I was really happy when you were like, yeah, I'll do it. And you were super excited. Steve is from Pittsburgh, so, Anthrocon was giving him the whole spiel. Maybe we'll get him up there one day. We'll bring you.
I'll be a furry splotch.
Yeah, you can make a splotch fursuit. But I thought those would be really cool. He has such a unique art style with not just splotch monsters, but if you actually go into the commands, if you just type in ! Steve, it'll bring up here. I'll even do it. Fia says the stutter is gone now, so that's perfect. Yeah! We got a win, baby.
Thank you, Drew.
We got that dub. But I just did a command, so you can check out Steve's art, both the splotch monsters and then like his more abstract paintings, all sorts of stuff. I think that's kind of it. And then we talked about Papa Barks. There's some commands for that too. I would say, Steve, if you want to take it away and just kind of give a little introduction and talk about it.
Did you tell them about the donations and what they can get from that?
I was going to do that once we kind of did like an overview on it.
Okay.
Or, with the donations, in general with Papa Barks, for every $5 donated, right?
Yep,
for every $5 you donate, it enters you into a drawing for a whole bunch of really cool prizes.
Here, I'll do one.
D-Sync is still there, but we won't see it without seeing faces. I don't know.
We all have four.
So if you donate anything over $5, you'll be entered into the drawing for a whole bunch of really cool prizes as part of Papa Barks. We're also going to be doing a drawing for the Splotch monster paintings that Steve has done, and it was a $10 donation. So we're kind of doing our own little drawing as well. But for Papa Barks, they're giving away some really cool stuff, like a PS5. I swear there's like a Steam Deck in there, I think.
Steam Deck, there's a PS5, there's like
fursuit, there's a Switch, fursuit cards, all sorts of really cool stuff. And again, just donating $5 gets you into the drawing. And we knew a lot of people who won last year, so even though there's a lot of people giving, hey, you never know. You could be one of them. So I'm gonna throw it over to Steve to just kind of talk about a little bit about yourself, a little bit about your art background, Splotch monsters, and
cool.
let's
thank you. So, hi everyone, thank you for tuning in. So my name is Steve Loya. I'm a local artist and an art educator. I actually teach art through Loudoun County Public Schools. Been teaching for 23 years now at the same elementary school. I know. But also I make art on the side. And Splotch Monsters is something that I started about 15 years ago as a way to be creative, as a way to make art, and kind of as a way just to have fun and experiment. So, I find a lot of people, they get kind of scared, like where do you begin? What should I do? And a lot of people, they start with this, with a blank page. So how do we conquer that? Well, we can make paint splotches, which is one of the first things we're going to do today. So we are going to start out painting some paint splotches today. So if you guys have some watercolor paper, if you have water, if you have brushes, I have cheap paints with me. They're Crayola. You can use any kind you want. It doesn't have to be anything too expensive. But anyhow, guys, we are going to get started. So, guys, do you have the camera on the table? Is it
which one you want on?
So if you can have it down
All right.
on, so they could watch the process. Cool. All right, guys, so I have a table set up here, just some basic things. I personally like to kind of keep it limited and not try to get too many materials, but the first thing we're going to do is what I call activating the watercolor. So before you even paint, I'm going to dip my brush in the water, give it a little tap there. So we're loading the bristles, and I'm just going to kind of activate each color by adding a little water. Now every time you change colors, guys, you want to make sure, if you've never worked with watercolors before, you want to dip that brush back in the water. That way you won't mix colors. You won't contaminate the colors. And you want to do that on every color, if you plan on using every color. If not, just activate the ones you want.
Where's this one black?
Let's start activating.
And
Yes.
one look
Activate the colors.
Activate. I'm
So
gonna
you
That one?
dip, go to each color,
Yep.
and then you dip, and then when you're done, you go back to dipping.
Yep, absolutely.
That one on mine is pink. What? See it? Oh, it's like a magenta.
Just in the camera. look.
So is this one purple next to the white?
Oh, yeah, I don't know, maybe yours is different.
Now, is
I guess we're gonna
there
find
like
out.
a level of how wet it should be,
Oh.
or?
No, I mean, I always say the more your watercolors are worn in, the better they work. It's kind of like, you have a worn in pair of shoes. It's a lot more comfortable. These are fairly new, these watercolors. You get a fresh new set, you might have to add more water.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so with me, I have a bunch of paint splotches right here.
We're switching back real
yeah.
quick. We had on the fursuit just for a second
It's
there.
all right.
There we go.
So,
We got
I'll hold this up a little higher. But one thing I try not to do is think too much when I make these. So when I make these paint splotches, it's very experimental, it's very stream of conscious. It's very easy to accidentally try to make something like a dinosaur or an animal. And if you look at these, some of them actually do kind of resemble that. If you look already, you could probably see kind of like a neck and a head. Over here, you can see what looks like feet, arms, and a head. I like to sometimes challenge myself and do the opposite of what I see just to make it a little more difficult. But anyhow, so let's start applying paint. So I'm just going to start with any color. I'll start with red.
Chat is also wondering if the paint will wash out of fur. I guess we will find out.
Yeah, that is something
We
we'll
are
find
not
out.
sure.
So
We'll
the
let you
colors
know.
I'm using, they are supposed to be washable. They're kid-friendly, washable watercolors. So if they get in your clothes or in your fur, in this case, most likely should come out. But I can't guarantee it. So don't quote me on it.
Yeah.
Now, so I'm making a paint splotch, and again, every time I change colors, I dip my brush back in the water, try to get some of that paint out. And again, I'm just going to let some of these colors run into each other. You know, I find making paint splotches very calming. It's kind of a relaxing, almost form of therapy, art therapy for me. And I go very slow. I think sometimes people assume I kind of get like Jackson Pollock and just start throwing colors on here. And that is one approach you can do, but I'm kind of the opposite, where I go very slow.
Slow and steady.
Now, another thing, if you get some extra water, just dip a little water, and be careful not to get your mouth in it. Can you see this?
Go in.
Can you see it?
Oh yeah.
A little on it?
It's showing up. Yeah.
So you get these neat streaks on there. That's something you could do. It's very optional. You don't have to do that if you don't want to.
Thing to just do at a party.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be perfect for like
I
a
know, we should.
Halloween.
painting party.
Splotch
I think
party.
what I always like most about
Like, we
this
have to
is
do
that
it
it's
fast
just so
and stuff.
simple.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
this idea.
And we kind of talked about this before, several times probably, but like, I think when it comes to art in general, right? Whether it's writing, music, drawing, people are like, oh, you know, I'm not good, and
Yeah.
yeah, like it takes practice to become really good at something, but it doesn't really take practice to make art. Anybody can make art, and you know, it's kind of interesting. You're going through this again. You were talking about like wanting to pick up guitar and learn guitar.
Yeah.
It's something you've always wanted to do.
Yes, yes. And you're
I
going to
think
help me
it's-
with that.
Yeah, with my, you know, I'm not super skilled. I can
Okay.
help a little, but
You have to start somewhere.
yeah, and I think this is it's super casual. It's super easy. It's just like a nice and fun thing to do.
You know, I'm glad you mentioned that too, because, you know, a lot of people think you have to have some kind of MFA, you have to be a so-called artist. This is really for everyone. This is for adults, this is for kids of all ages. You know, I've done workshops where people haven't made art in 30 years and they sit down and they make these and they don't want to stop, you know, because it's just so fun. And that's really what this is about.
And I think this time I've done one of these with you before. It was at the library.
Yeah, I remember that.
And I feel like you gave us pre-made ones. We weren't able to like actually kind of go in and do our
Yeah,
own.
that's because we're at the library.
Right, and even doing this now, I'm like, ooh, yeah, this is watching how it all blends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah, it's really fun. And again, it's just kind of fascinating how the paint kind of blends into each other. You do want to be careful not to get too muddy where you're mixing too much paint. I mean, you could try it if that's what you want. Fine, that works.
Just doing the food.
If you really want to get experimental, if you have some salt on you, you could sprinkle some salt directly onto the paint. You would have to let it dry for a bit. And this is one of the reasons we are starting this first, doing the painting part, because the paint will have to dry for a little bit. Now, if you're at home and you have a blow dryer, you could speed up the process a bit and actually just use the blow dryer on it. That works.
See, you get those lines much better than I can get them.
It's practice.
You're the master,
It's experience. You know, I've been doing this for a long time.
Well, I think that's a good transition to the next question. How did this all start? Like, how did you get into doing these?
You know, so as an art teacher, you know, I was very used to helping other people, kids, be creative. And I just really wanted my own creative outlet. Now, I had gotten back into drawing in my sketchbook, which was a lot of fun, and I am going to show some material in my sketchbook a little later. But I wanted to start making my own art, so I thought this was a kind of a cool way to begin. And the neat thing about monsters is you can't mess up. You know, they're monsters, so they're imaginary. Even if you try to intend to do something, and it doesn't look the way you want, that's okay, because nobody actually knows. You could just say, yeah, I meant to do this, right? So it was really a creative outlet for me. And it started out as a daily blog where every day I would make a little splotch monster on like a postcard-sized piece of paper. And then I would I would draw on it and post it on my blog. And it was just kind of a way to stay accountable, like as a creator or as a someone who wanted to return to making art again. Because, you know, us art teachers, we give a lot of ourselves, but sometimes we don't give enough to ourselves. And I think a lot of educators in any field can relate, or anyone who works. I think this is great for adults too, who just need a creative outlet.
And when did you, what year did you start doing these?
Oh gosh, I'd say like 15 years ago.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's been, I can't believe it's been about a decade and a half, and they've changed a lot. So, you know, again, I started out making these individual splotches and doing that for about a whole year, but I started getting a little bored, and I wanted to make compositions and just kind of see how, you know, these different splotches and splotch monsters kind of play off each other. And even go thematically, like a dance party or an aquatic theme. A lot of these end up looking more like fish. You know, my creatures, they end up looking a lot like dinosaurs. So, you know, as a kid, I was obsessed with dinosaurs and dragons, and I don't think I've ever grown out of it. But some people's monsters end up looking more like, say, people or zombies or, well, I don't know, any kind of like aliens, basically.
Yeah. Chat's saying they need to draw more. Looks great. These are so cool. Love the one on the bicycle.
Thank you. That was actually a commissioned piece. That's a print that I'm giving away, but the actual piece was commissioned by a woman in Tacoma Park. She actually wanted to make a sticker for her bicycle. So she had very specific guidelines, what she wanted me to do, but when I posted it, so many people enjoyed that one. I thought, well, you know, if you're okay with that, I'm going to make some prints. So,
Trying to get the blowing going here.
yeah, you really have to take a deep breath. We don't want to carry you out on a stretcher pad.
Oh, I'm going down, I'm going down.
So, now, as far as paper, so while you guys are painting, there's two kinds of paper. I mean, you can use any paper really, but the thicker the better. So this is Fabriano watercolor paper, and this is called hot press. So currently I was using hot press, and hot press watercolor paper is very smooth. And the thickness is called 140 pounds, but it's very smooth watercolor paper if that's what you prefer. But then there's also cold press watercolor paper, which is more easier to come by. Most people who consider themselves watercolorists really prefer the cold press. They like the texture, they like the way the paint, the color kind of gets absorbed into the paper. But really, I actually for splotch monsters prefer the cold press, which is a little more expensive. But the Fabriano stuff actually is fairly affordable.
And that's just stuff you can get at any
You can go, yeah, you know, Michael's. I go to Michael's a lot. I find a lot of stuff for a really good price there. So, yeah, any arts and crafts store. If you have a local art store, art supply store, I highly recommend you support them.
We got Zal in the chat. Hello, everyone. Wow, these are so neat.
Hi, Zach.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm taking matters in my own hands. Are we, I'm just activating my water filter.
I'm activating my waters. Yeah, get those waters activated.
We'll activate your waters.
So I'll do another one. I'm just going to put
No,
this
I'm
one
gonna do
aside.
good.
So what you do want to do is put like once you make these, you actually want to put them aside of it. Now, we are going to be doing a little drawing lesson here, and I'm going to talk about the importance of learning how to draw from observation and how observation contributes to imagination. I talk with my students in particular about Pokemon characters and how all those characters, they had to come from somewhere. So you think about, you know, where did the ideas come from for these characters? And if you ever look at Pokemon characters, you can see a turtle or some kind of a mouse or a rodent or a cat or kind of a hybrid of things even. And you know, I'm sure the artists are experienced in actually drawing things from observation. So it's really important, even if you don't think you're a good drawer, that you give it a try because it really will help you as far as looking closely at things and really observing things.
Chazzy, couldn't send this to your parents, but I wrangled up the whole clan.
Thanks.
And Will says that Steve's shirt has Puffin's favorite flower.
Is it Daisy?
All
I
right,
love Daisy.
that's fantastic. Very observant.
Yeah, I feel like I'm back in elementary art class. It's like,
You know, that is my goal, that you feel
Just
like you're back in elementary art.
Next
well,
to
you
the
know,
lady
I
green.
think
Oh, that's good.
as people
Yeah.
get older, as sad as this is, and
It's more like a
you know,
cerulean.
like I remember when I was a kid, I loved doodling. I was
Yeah.
always drawing to a point where like in elementary school, I was like, I want to be a cartoonist when I grow up. And you know, as you get older, I think some people let their hobbies just kind of fall out, and they don't keep up with them.
Yeah.
And it ties back to where we were saying earlier. People are like, well, you know, where do I start? Like,
Which one's black?
and all you need to do is just
Okay.
pick up a pen, pick up the paintbrush, and just start messing with stuff. You know, people ask me,
Oh, I
I've
found
always
it.
wanted to
Here's my
learn how to
desktop.
make music. I've
I
always
like
wanted to
that
make
color.
music. Just start doing
Just
it,
start,
man. That's all
yeah.
you gotta do.
Start doing it.
Everyone starts
Oh,
somewhere.
wait, is this black? No, this one starts
It
purple.
requires some dedication to be, you know, like really good, but
Yeah.
And this
Yeah.
one?
sometimes it's about having fun. Just like, you know,
It really
knowing
is.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
It really is 100% talent.
And that's brown. I'm not gonna use
I'm gonna do one more.
brown. I have to look at all the colors.
Oh, I'm getting some good ones here.
See, you're getting better already.
My lungs are getting stronger.
I don't want white.
Now, if you're just starting out with watercolors, if your water's getting kind of dirty, that's okay. It could actually stay that way for a long time. But if it's really bothering you and you prefer, you know, just dumping it out, a lot of my younger students who are just getting started with watercolors, they get very worried that they have their water is dirty. And I'm like, you know what? It's not really going to affect anything, honestly.
Alright, I got 3 here. I think that's it is a lot of fun though. I'm like, man, I wanna
If you want another paper,
I wanna do another. I wanna go back in. I wanna
Okay, I can get you another paper.
let's
Yeah.
I
These
got
guys are still getting.
Should we be starting on ours? We weren't sure if we should start yet.
Oh yeah, you guys can
Yeah,
start.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I
Do
would
you want
say
me to?
so.
I'll move this one for you.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, that's probably ready to start drying.
We'll let it dry.
So
a
we'll
bit.
go over to the fursuiters
gonna
as they're
dab.
working on their art.
I'm gonna dab.
And
Dab.
remember, if you donate $10, you'll get entered into a drawing to win not just the paintings that we're doing today, but Steve has some goodies. To,
Got some prints.
some prints, some really
Nice
cool
prints.
stuff. So let's see.
My wing.
William, you should donate to buy my beautiful art.
Oh, we actually did get a donation from Jazzy's, totally not Jazzy's husband.
Oh,
$150 donation.
Wow.
So thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Very generous. That puts us at $200. Let me check my.
Fantastic.
What were my incentives? What do I have to do? Because I have some incentives that I'm doing.
I don't think blowing's gonna help.
You have to drink the
Yeah,
dirty
no, we
water
can't.
color.
Oh, see, that's so cool. How
We
you
did
do
say how much to drink the
I should not have
the
said
dirty
nice.
water, and as a joke, I was like, oh, $100.
Otherwise, I would like try to take control.
I've accidentally done it before
I
because
don't
I thought it
really
was
do it. All right,
my
so
drink.
for that.
all right, here are some of my incentives.
Oh, no.
Because we have hit 200. So here's what I got to do.
That was quick.
I have to eat bread a few more times. So every time I hit $50, I eat
It's not
bread.
too bad. You can eat some bread.
All kinds of different bread.
Okay.
Uno stream. So I don't know who wants to be part of an Uno stream. We'll wrangle people
I don't
up.
know.
Puffin, $100. I
Mine
explained
is
Twin
long.
Peaks.
But I guess that's okay.
I have to explain Twin Peaks. Pop Tarts tasting stream is gonna happen at some point.
Oh, I'm on that.
And then
Oh, let me try that.
Puffin, this one can involve you. Roblox stream.
Oh, please.
Let's go. We're gonna be
Roblox.
back. Zal says my father used to do watercolors all the time.
That's great.
I feel
Well, I
like
guess
these
you
are
guys
way
have
up
to
Zal's
have a
alley.
little
Zal, I
bit
could see you doing
Yeah.
these. Karma says, yo, fursuit paint session. These camera views are amazing.
It's because Z's on it.
Yeah, the setup here, Z don't play around.
I like my camera. It's okay.
It's great.
It really is.
This is professional level over here.
It really is. It makes it
Yeah.
a lot more fun and easier to do all this. Now, Steve, when you're stroking the paintbrush here, are you just letting your mind go, or do you find yourself gravitating more like, oh, I'm usually going horizontally, I'm usually going vertically?
Yeah, another good question. I try to let my mind go, but I will find that
You're like, oh,
For
I
some
got
reason-
the image in your head.
I kind of repeat the same motifs a lot of times. And so my challenge is to try not to keep repeating myself. And I don't know exactly what influences that, but for instance, I love the number 5. I'm always making 5 paint splotches. I like
Oh, no, my
odd numbers. So right now I'm going to challenge myself,
We're
get
good.
out of my comfort zone, and do 7. So I'm going to have 5 on here.
Yeah,
I'm going to get a little crazy and do.
I've kind of found that I'm going sort of like the same sort of pattern.
Yeah, it's really easy to
How about
do.
this one?
I find that I'll do summer camps, right? And the kids, they'll pick their seats on the first day, right? Now, in summer camp, you can sit anywhere you want, whereas like at school, we usually have assigned seats. But the funny thing is,
What about
they
that
will
one?
stay in
Ooh.
those
Oh, I got
those
blue
same
and
seats
orange.
that they chose that first day.
Yep.
They will stay in those seats for the remainder of the week. Even though I'm like, you can sit anywhere you want. So I guess it just goes
Whatever,
to
it's
show
fine.
we're creatures of habit.
That's the point of this.
Yeah.
What about-
Earlier you talked about you use Pokemon as an example for your students. And
Yeah.
obviously, I think a lot of people got into furry community through Pokemon,
Mhm.
and that has influenced their own art styles. But what has influenced your art styles?
Yeah, fantastic. I was a little older for Pokemon. I love Pokemon, but for me, it was very much growing up, watching Godzilla movies. They would play every Sunday afternoon. So just seeing the different kaiju creatures, that Godzilla would battle. In fact, I actually wear my Godzilla hat today.
Do you have a favorite kaiju?
Well, I love Ultraman. I'm actually really thrilled to see that there's a new Ultraman series on Netflix, which is pretty true to the original Ultraman. And if anyone's not familiar with Ultraman, he's kind of like Japan's answer to, I guess, Superman here in America. And he fights giant monsters too. So he protects the world, and mostly Tokyo, from giant creatures.
All the other cities, they're good.
Well, it seems
Tokyo's
like all
good.
the monsters want to invade Tokyo.
You know what's funny? I remember the
It's-
first time when Avengers came out, I went and saw it with my friends, and at the end of the movie, they save the day, but the city's in ruins, and my friend
Yeah.
just goes, London is fine.
Yeah, it's always Tokyo.
Yeah, it's
always
always
Tokyo.
it's always like the major city.
Yeah. So, yeah, definitely the kaiju
Oh,
genre,
no,
Godzilla,
no.
Ultraman, dinosaurs. My parents would take me to the Carnegie Museum of Natural History as a kid, And I was just fascinated seeing, these giant skeletons of creatures that once roamed the earth, So I'd go home and try to draw
I
them.
think about that a lot. Like those were real.
Those were real,
Is that insane?
Yeah,
Roaring to
those
the
were
sky
around at
and
one time. Now they've been reduced to chickens. So, I've read something recently where a chicken skeleton is almost identical to a Tyrannosaurus Rex. If you look at the bone structure of the legs and the feet in particular,
Makes you wonder if a T-Rex would have tasted good.
he will not approve of the state he's in now.
I don't know. I mean, buffalo
I think I got
wings.
it.
Yeah.
Maybe hidden.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm done.
Azure redeemed hydrate. So if you all need to get some water in you.
Yeah. Okay, guys. So pretty soon we are going to start with just a quick little drawing lesson. And so while we're waiting, while we're kind of winding down here with the paint splotches,
Trying this black and white one.
I'm going to show some examples
I
from
don't
my
know where to
sketchbook.
stop.
So,
Me neither.
I said when I started
think I
getting
got
back
it.
into art
I
making,
should,
Um,
but I'm keeping
Oh,
going.
these turn
I
out
started in my
so fun
sketchbook.
behind.
And there used to be a wonderful place in Loudoun County called the Smithsonian Natural Center. Sadly, it's no longer around, but it used to be right
Where-
down the street from me.
What was that in Leesburg?
It was in Leesburg.
I think we used to take field trips there. They had
Yeah.
I think they. I don't remember that place. I didn't know it
I
closed.
think I'm done.
Yeah,
Alright,
well, they
I'm done.
tried
I
to
need
move
stop.
it
I
to,
need stop.
I don't know.
they moved it
I
to
did
DC
too.
for a while, and then, I don't know, it just didn't really thrive. But these are some examples. This is my watercolor Moleskine sketchbook, and you can
You got
see
this, Bob?
Ooh.
Oh, I
you know,
know.
different
Creative
studies
highlight.
of trees and
I just kinda
animals in
Let my
here.
hand do the
So,
work.
all these things I sketch, they kind of contribute to ideas
me too,
for
without dropping it.
splotch
Yeah.
monsters.
So I like no
Right.
That's where I got that.
You look at the colors, you look at the patterns, the textures. To me, when you sketch things from observation, you're kind of building an internal database
First casualty.
of
No.
visual information that can contribute to
It's fine.
things you create.
I like that one. Is
It's
that a fox?
watercolor.
Right?
Close, it's a squirrel. Yeah, it's from a photo I took.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
so that was gonna be my next question.
Yeah.
For these, what are you looking at? Photo references? Or
Yeah,
photos
so-
you taken?
Sometimes, like this is from a photo I took on the Appalachian Trail, but sometimes I'll sit right there on the trail and draw things. This is another one, a tree. And again, you could easily imagine this being a splotch monster, right? This dead tree that was
I like
probably
this
struck
one.
by
Yeah.
lightning,
This one. This looks
all
like a
hollowed
fish.
out.
Yeah.
Now also,
I also really like this one.
so this is a drawing Moleskine. This is a little different.
Oh, yeah.
For a while there, for an entire year, I would draw one thing a day. I kind of want to start that up, but
Yeah.
this is garlic, right?
Just,
You know,
drawing a garlic.
this is a sculpture one of my students did, a clay sculpture, kind of a fish lizard creature.
Will says these are awesome. Your
Thank you,
sketches.
thank you. And I will say this, I've been drawing since I was 3. That's something I gravitated towards as a little kid.
I'm like trying to fit my neck up.
Here's a Chewbacca action figure for any Star Wars fans out there. But this is a blue heron that was in a pond near my house.
Ooh.
Yeah. And Godzilla.
I also
One
think
of them.
an aspect of your art that I like a lot is you capture a lot of the beauty in your backyard, right? Like,
The everyday things.
You see a lot of these animals that they're just look outside your window.
Oh,
and
that one
there
looks
they are.
nice.
Oh yeah, it's things right in front of
I
you.
adore that red and orange one
Right?
so much.
This is a spoon, a wooden spoon. This is a tree that once lived in my front yard, but
Get into it,
sadly it died. Had to plant a new one.
It died.
It's a nice little memorial for this tree.
Alright, can you
Zach
Anyhow.
says these are amazing sketches. I love traditional art.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, I really appreciate
for
it.
tree.
It's a doggy.
F in chat.
It's a dog.
Yes!
Dog.
Woof.
That's a
I like
failed attempt. So, not everything works out.
Yeah, I think sometimes it's hard to keep in mind when
Yeah.
looking at your art. It's like, oh, this guy fails sometimes.
Yeah, we all fail, and you should allow yourself to fail. Okay, so guys, right now we are going to start, we're going to do some drawing. So what I brought with me are these little animal figurines. Now I actually got these for my classroom, a bunch of them on a $500 grant,
Here, let's
and all of us,
have the show
yeah,
your
you guys will
give
show me
your
figurines. I could hand them to you if you need.
They got their little figures. So, Z, what do you have there?
I have a seal.
A seal.
I have a
Puffin's got
penguin.
the hyena, of course.
Almost dropped it.
I have a penguin.
Jazzy, penguin.
Yeah.
Penguin.
Nice. All right.
You got the alligator. I think it's an alligator.
Yeah, I got the alligator.
Lizard goes to
Yeah,
lizard.
we'll go back to your art there.
All right, great. So, again, I think it's really important that you try some drawing. Even if you don't think you're good at it, don't be afraid. Allow yourself to mess up. I'm just going to show some basics regarding sketching. So, but before I draw, if you are at home, you have like an animal figurine, or if you want to try this in the future, one thing I have my students do is something that I learned in college, and is actually from observing another artist. And this artist was blind, so he couldn't see, but he was an amazing sculptor. And I would watch as someone would hand him like a figurine like this, either an animal figurine or a dinosaur figurine or some kind of creature figurine. And I would watch as he would kind of run his fingers along the surface of that figurine, along the shape. And so for him, this was how he saw things. So he would just run his hands across the entirety of the shape of the animal and record that in his mind, the texture. And I think that really helped. Well, I mean, it obviously helped him make these amazing sculptures, because someone would give him a big lump of clay and he would replicate that, but in his own way, and make it about 10 times larger. Now, the reason I'm saying this is because I also think this will help you with your drawing. So if you actually try to use your fingers to see as well as your eyes, this can actually help you out. So anyhow, I'm going to get started here. It's just going to be a 5-minute sketch of this cheetah. So I'm going to lay it down here. And I really like to look at things as lines and shapes. So I'm going to sketch very lightly, and later I'm going to go over things a little harder and a little darker.
I look over, I just see Z just petting her seal. Oh, well, she's now eating the seal.
Oh,
She's-
no.
we gotta go.
Oh, boy.
We gotta switch. It's now been eaten,
Oh, no.
or she's in the process of eating it. As you know, that's expected from Z.
Well, you know,
Whale.
she's a furry.
Yeah, she's a furry. Yeah.
So you might not be able to see too well, but I am sketching the cheetah. So I'm using shapes and lines very lightly, just kind of feeling my way on the paper with my pencil, trying to record what I see.
Oh yeah.
The alligator is a little tricky. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
I got a hard one here. I guess.
That blue one's gonna be great. So like do a monster.
Yeah, I should have brought you a clownfish. That's pretty easy. The clownfish is an easy one. Just a basic shape, kind of like an oval.
Let's see.
So I'm getting the lines, I'm getting the shapes on very lightly.
Hoping we're
Not too worried about the details.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna get the pencil.
The details can come later
Like move our water
Yeah.
if you have time. But it's really about just trying to see what's in front of you.
Now
Now,
just kind of start with like making shape and then connecting those, huh?
yeah, absolutely. You want to make them really light. Don't push down too hard with your pencil if you can help it.
See, you know, when this year started, I had one of these goals that, as a lot of goals do, they kind of peter out as you go through the year. But I
Oh, I
kind
hear
of want to
it.
get into drawing more. But you know, I'll be the first to say these are all excuses. But like with everything that I have going on, there's just things that kind of fall to the wayside. But I think this is a really good exercise. And I mean, these little animal figures, these like $1 at Michael's or something.
Yeah,
$1.
and the reason they sell these, I'm glad you said that, the reason they sell these at Michael's is actually specifically for artists. I mean,
Oh.
yeah, you could buy them, for kids to play with, sure, but they really are for artists. One of my favorite artists, a Portland, Oregon artist named Josh Keys, he does these really, they're kind of post-apocalyptic, like after humans kind of subject matter, where you'll see a tiger swimming in the water and underneath is like a stop sign and a former roadway, So they're kind of like along that line. He's in a genre called pop surrealism, but he started out as a street artist or graffiti writer, but wanted to do something more serious, I guess. And long story short, I saw a photograph of his studio, and he had hundreds of these animal figurines in his studio. And if you look at his work, it's very, very realistic, very, very accomplished. His wife is actually an amazing artist too. Her stuff's a little more lighthearted, I'd say. Little less, I guess, heavy on the subject matter, a little more whimsical. But you know, so professional artists actually use these. I mean, he actually makes a living with his art.
Wow.
So anyhow, now guys, I am adding the details, the spots, and I'm not looking at every single spot trying to replicate exactly how this cheetah looks. I'm just kind of replicating the way the pattern appears.
We have chat says, RNG the Titan says, how are you? We are great. Welcome in. Thanks
Well,
for
thank you
stopping
for tuning
by.
in.
I have a question.
Yes.
Where will we put our splotches while we do the sketching?
Oh, so I'll get them out of your way. Let me just move
Do you
them
want to hold them
out.
up real quick?
Guys,
Show off to the camera if you can.
Mine
Well,
are kind
especially
of
the
wet.
top
Yeah,
one, I
mine's
can
super
see
wet.
the whole thing.
we'll show them off.
Oh yeah, the overhead.
We'll put them over.
Oh,
Can you
yeah.
guys remember which ones are yours?
Yeah.
I forgot we had that angle. We had so many angles I'm forgetting about. Which ones we
You guys did an amazing job. You did these with no like hands, with
Dexterity.
paws.
Yeah.
That is a skill unto itself.
There's a lot of
I
practice.
can't even comprehend. Wow.
It's
That's
the
just
picking
amazing.
up.
Yeah, the picking
Once it's
up's
in our
hard.
hand.
Yeah, once we have a grip, it's
Yeah.
it's not bad.
Okay, so do you guys want to try to draw an animal or not? I'm not going to
Yeah,
force
if you
you,
just
so
hand me a pencil.
let me, I'll hand you
He
pencils.
just handed it to me.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let me get the
I'll give you guys props for actually trying this. This is, I don't know.
I've done cooking in my soup, so I'm used to that.
So this is nothing too new.
Yeah. Move my hands around. Hold on. Is this time?
I mean, maybe 5 minutes on the
Will
timer.
there be a test at the end?
Yeah.
Oh, of course.
I didn't study, no.
Yeah, that's one thing, yeah, in art class, well, at least in elementary, we don't do any testing. The kids have enough tests.
I don't
you
know, man. There's something about art tests that I guess, if it's like, all right, here's pointillism, do a point, at least
Yeah.
just show that you understand. But I feel
In
like,
college, art history.
yeah, I feel like maybe it's
I have to
here.
think.
Here are 6 paintings, matching them up with what kind of style they are, as opposed to, let's see you draw this.
Yeah.
Oh, we're being rated by Sonic God.
Hey!
Welcome in, welcome in.
Welcome.
Welcome.
I'm glad I looked over at a perfect time for that. There was some chats.
I know. I'm trying to see my.
It's easier to work
I
with.
can't see what it was
Okay.
hard.
So
I'm not in the middle of the.
Zal
shoot.
says love
I can't
cheetahs.
tell what I'm
Will says so vibrant. Let me do this command for the raid. Sonic God, thank you so much for raiding in. Let's keep raising money for Papa Barks. Hell yeah. Last playing Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Nice.
Steve, you ever play Animal Crossing?
I've seen it and it's so tempting because it looks really, it just looks really calming.
It's
Like
really
the way,
good.
it just looks so cool aesthetically. Like it's very pleasing to just watch. I find.
Well, you can watch Sonic God play on Twitch.
Well, Tyler, if I'm not mistaken, were you playing like Animal Crossing to your music or something when
So,
COVID hit?
yeah,
I
so-
swear I remember something.
So I wasn't playing it, but yeah, I did a stream. This is like right at the start of the pandemic,
Yeah.
2020. I did a stream my old apartment where I was just sitting in the living room, but Animal Crossing had like just come out,
Yeah.
and my roommate was playing it.
Yep.
So he was playing it while I was playing music, and at one point he fell asleep. So his character is just standing there,
Yeah.
not moving.
It felt like the music and the visuals went together like perfectly.
Yeah, the music I'm making is very different from Animal Crossing music, but Animal Crossing music is awesome. It's so calming, very chill.
Yes.
Yeah,
Shout out
I'm doing
KK
so-
Slider. Sonic God says, I'll have to head to
The
work
spots
here
are
soon, but I want to
amazing.
keep up
The
boosting our Twitch
time-
teams, keep
yeah, the
raising money to
time
fight
is-
LAS. Absolutely, do what you gotta do.
Okay.
Really appreciate you sharing your community with me, and
Also, my
send them
cooking
on
is
over.
my perspective keeps changing, so I think I made the
I'll do a whole little intro for the
I
folks
just
who read in,
inside
but
you, I
if you
can't-
don't know me,
that's it.
I'm Beta Pop. I'm usually playing a variety of games. But today we're doing a special stream with my artist friend here, Steve, making some splotch monsters. Though right now we're sketching some animals based off of some little figures here. And if you donate $10, you'll be entered into a correct me. What is it, Puffin? So I don't say the wrong thing.
Drawing.
A drawing to win some of the paintings that we're doing today.
In our
So-
art.
yeah, when some of our beautiful art. I I don't know.
No, that is good. That is good. That is very good.
But we're getting there. We're getting there. I was trying to get his little leggy sticking
Yeah.
out real far over here.
Now, a little trick I did for all these scales
I don't know
to
how
that
this
point
eye is turning
is a
out.
grid. I just sketched a grid,
Yeah.
you know. And now can I show you something real
Go
quick?
for it.
There,
So,
yeah,
what you
whatever.
doing?
Seeing the
I
like
mean,
the
you can
contours,
hold
so
it,
imagine it
oh,
round,
I
right?
see.
Oh,
Instead
okay, you
of
got it.
making
Yeah, you got it.
straight. Think about
it's
maybe
fine.
Yeah.
showing them round.
Alright,
Yeah.
I bent my
There you go.
paper.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, whatever.
There we go.
We're doing our best. Yeah. I finished.
This is kind of what I love about doing abstract
Okay.
art because
Okay, man, this is spectacular.
you can't really mess up.
Oh my goodness.
See if we can hold.
Oh, look at him.
This
You're
is
going.
just-
I gotta walk over and get a better look actually.
This is crazy how good. I mean, this is just. That's
There
the
we
game.
are.
The penguin.
Yeah.
See?
You guys had easier in.
We put all the artists over in one area.
I can't believe it. I mean,
It's
It's
Seal
so
was a-
fun to watch you take a photo.
do I take photos in a funny way?
No, it's just like
Oh,
you see the screen
Oh,
of your
okay.
phone looking at the thing that the camera's
We got
on.
another $10 donation from
woo!
Pretty good.
Will himself.
Thank you,
So
Will.
life imitates art. That's
Thank you,
his comment.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Will. We appreciate it.
His paws are all messed
I guess it's-
Zal says, keep up the good work, y'all. These are amazing. And you're doing it all with Paul's unlimited vision, too. That's incredible.
I don't know how they're doing it. It's just, wow.
Yeah, man, we need to get Zal here next time.
That's a whole other level. All right, so in a couple
Next
minutes,
time we'll
we
do sculpt-
we're
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah,
the
we'll do
round robin.
sculptures.
Oh, that'd be cool. I made a ball.
Now, Will,
I made
Steve, have you
food.
ever messed around with sculptures at all?
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I love sculpture. Yeah, I love sculpture. I am terrible at throwing pottery though. That's the one art class I actually got a C on in college.
No.
The clay ended up more on my shirt than on the wheel, and I just couldn't. Some people seem to have a knack. There's this little guy named
I mean,
Paul
I love
who
it.
would
Shout out,
sit
Paul.
down
My family.
and he would make these within 5 minutes. A vessel that was taller than him, and just kind of walk away like brush his hand. Like, okay, I'm done. 4 hours later, I'm still
Glad I have
trying to
some of
make
that.
something, and it's on
Yeah,
the
me
floor,
too.
on
Oh
my
my god, I
face,
thought
on
this
my
was
shirt.
for a second.
Yeah, I mean, I do think there are some forms of art that may become a little bit more naturally to
I
folks,
think I'm
but
good.
like,
Yeah.
it's not to say,
Yeah.
oh, you're
Don't
naturally
make it
born in
too-
art.
don't
No,
Right,
no.
like-
I just think some people are more inclined to different.
Yeah, it's
That's why I
kind
call
of like
myself the
sports,
spot.
Yeah.
Like, some people are born and you're going to be 7 feet tall. Hey,
Yeah.
guess what? You're going to play basketball.
Yes, yes.
Or
yes. It is.
you're messy.
It's nature and nurture.
Yeah,
It really is.
it's a bit of both.
It's a bit of both. You guys ready for the round robin? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So if you want to flip over, because I think there's a splotch on the other side, I can flip it for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
whoa.
I got it.
There you go.
Oh!
Yeah.
Oh,
So.
I like mine. Jasmine.
All right, so what we are going to do, guys, we are going to do a collaborative round robin splotch. So basically, all of us are going to start with one paint splotch, and we're going to start drawing on it. And every 2 minutes, we're going to rotate
Ooh.
and hand them off clockwise.
Yeah, I
And we're going
like
to do
that.
that, what, maybe, you want to have 3 rounds? We'll go around 3 times? Do you think that's enough?
Because I don't want us to
Well, I was thinking, how many times would it take to get the one you started with back?
It would take, well, I guess 5, right? So one.
I think that's kind of fun and see
Okay.
how it changed
Okay.
when we first started on it.
Okay, so we'll do that 3 times. I'm going to set my timer. So we'll have 2 minutes per each one. And if you guys need any help, let me know. And this is really fun because you kind of feed off of other people's ideas.
Yeah, I always like doing this stuff with writing.
Yeah, it's
It's
kind of
like
it's
the
very
little
much.
one-sentence stories. Those are always
Yeah.
a lot of
Oh,
fun.
now
That'd be a
I
good
have to-
stream.
You gotta
Oh, yeah.
Doing like a story writing stream like that.
Now, before we start, guys, I just want to show you. So I use different kinds of materials. Now, you could use any kind of pen. A big pen would work, but my favorite are Pigma Microns, personally. And you could get them in different thicknesses. This is an 05. This is a fairly thick
Oh, I see a buffalo
tip.
too.
You could get very thin, like a 001.
What do you need?
This is called a graphic Pigma. This is more like a brush pen. You could get almost like
Oh,
a
yeah.
Oh,
Japanese kind of sumi style of.
I can't do both
Drawing.
at the same time. Like,
My secret
I'm not
weapon,
that talented.
I call this my secret weapon when doing these, is a jelly roll. In particular, the white jelly roll because
Oh, maybe
you can make the whites of the eyes with these. You can make
Oh, nice.
teeth with these. These are amazing.
You know what this has me
So-
thinking? The old gel pens. Those were
Oh,
super
yeah.
popular when I was growing up.
Yeah,
Some gel pens.
that's
out
what
there.
these are.
That could be a lot of fun.
I think we
It's a
should
Sakura brand too. So, and then I also love a brand called Le Pen. These
I
these get
I have to
nice
take
dark
one.
lines. They're just very sharp and dark lines. I love Le Pen. So anyhow, we're gonna start drawing. We're gonna start adding to them. And one more thing. I should post this so people can download it, but this is a little guide of different kinds of things you can add to your Splotch monsters. Different kinds of eyes, different kinds of mouths, hands, feet.
Good idea.
Good idea.
Yes,
Did it.
thank you.
Yeah, maybe.
Since
Look at
we don't
me.
need the water anymore. But
But
this is just a little cheap
Good idea.
guide if you need it. So I should actually post this one of these days and let
Oh, that's
people
good.
download it if they want. Okay? Do you need me to pick that up for you?
Jazzy, this Charmander is a prize, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the tail.
What?
There's a purple corgi tail.
Oh yeah, let me move this.
Well, I guess
over
it could
so
be a
don't
deer
accidentally-
tail if you really wanted to, but it's technically a
one on the
corgi.
ground.
Here, let me move it to the.
The paper.
Well, we'll put it on Steve and I again. Alright, so
That's big.
back to the drawing for Papa Barks. We were mentioning Pokemon. This little guy could be yours if you donate at least $5 to Papa Barks. If you want your own little Charmander, and then we got this little fursuit tail. I know Steve was saying he might donate and might win this himself. So we'll see.
All right.
It's what I commissioned, but I never used
Are you
it.
guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, what I usually do when I do these, I try to look at it from all four angles before I begin. And a lot of times I'll let people choose for me which angle, just to show that I really didn't have any kind of preset notion of what I was making, kind of a way to challenge myself. So anyhow, I'm gonna hit 2 minutes on the timer. You guys ready? Here we go. 2
Yeah,
minutes.
here we go.
So we are going to begin. Let's see here.
Oh, I can't see.
Like, how much are we doing here?
What is this?
You could do, that's the gel one. You might want to start with a black pen
Yeah,
first
I
and
think
start
this
with
is-
your ideas.
Because this
Yeah.
is like a round robin, so every people.
And you don't have to add much. The neat thing is when you're working on these 2 minute things, like if you even add one thing, and just take your time on it, that's okay.
I think I'm gonna start with some leggies.
How
Yeah.
much time?
We have 1:24.
Oh,
So we
I'm
have,
being ambitious. Oh,
you
crap.
could get a lot on there in 2 minutes.
Nothing is a mistake.
Nothing is a mistake.
Oh,
Exactly.
happy.
Thank you for reiterating that.
reminders.
Oh no, what do I want to do?
So I'm just adding some feet. I like to start with the face, but some people will start with the legs, they'll start with the tail,
Yeah, I'm doing
with whatever.
little leggies.
I did the face.
Here's mine so far. Again, mine always end up looking like dinosaurs. But you know, some look more alien-like.
Oh, I need the white.
I'm actually gonna add wings to this one.
White, come on.
And the cool thing is you can draw, you can
Oh,
add
I
on
want
to
my
these as
white.
much as you want.
The way is
Like give them
hard with the
shoes.
person.
Actually,
Ah, nice, make them stylish.
I'm trying to
it's
do an
got
eye
kicks
shine.
on
And it's not working very well.
What's not working well?
My white. Yeah, my
Oh,
white isn't
sometimes you
working
kind of
either.
have to like mess with it to
them.
activate.
Everybody
it.
was going for the light.
Yeah.
We're trying to do shiny, shiny.
Sometimes
Well, I
they
think
take a
mine's
little
starting
active.
to work.
Okay, we got about 10 seconds. And
Yes,
again,
this
no
is gonna
pressure.
have to-
I gotta get his shoes on.
Get those little shoes on. We
Yeah.
can have it a little bit of a delay.
Oh, good enough.
There we go.
Okay.
Just in time.
I would say put them down, but I'm not putting them down.
Yeah, I'm not putting it in.
They're in my hand and I'm not putting them
I'm gonna stay away from
Yeah.
the light,
I
actually.
can't turn it off.
Yeah.
What happened?
I don't know. Let's keep going. It's such a fun melody. I mean, we could just go with that for the rest of
Oh,
the day.
No! It started again!
I started a buffalo, or whatever it
How?
is.
How?
I don't know what I did.
I don't know how to stop it.
Here, I'll just turn the phone off.
I just tried to delete it.
Yeah, it's
We had a really fun one.
technical difficulty.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh, you did well.
Okay, you know what?
I'm trying
Oh,
to teeth,
he
but
did
the
it?
white one wasn't
Okay,
working.
finally.
Yeah, my white one wasn't working.
What the stuff?
Here, we'll just turn the phone off.
Hold on, maybe.
Man, I didn't do it.
You know what? How about I'll set it up on my wall.
I meant
Okay.
to go back and do the
That's
lights,
never
but
happened
the
before. It's
lights
possessed.
time.
My new iPhone is possessed. Sorry.
Let's see. Oh my god! It's like the Furby.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna pass. I'll help you guys pass them.
You're like, I hit volume down. All right.
Yeah.
Let's put the phone in a place where no one can ever see it again.
We'll burn it.
So we're doing 2 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
2 minutes. There you go.
Ooh, I know what I want to do.
I don't. Is this a little nose? Is this a little?
It's
I
whatever
think
you
that's
want
a
it to
mouth.
That's what I'm thinking. All
I would
right.
add some teeth.
We ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Start. 2 minutes on the clock.
Okay, hold on.
Oh my gosh, I can't see. Okay.
So we finally got that
Suddenly so
thing.
quiet.
I know. Everyone's locking in.
We're focusing. It's hard.
It's really
Laser
hard.
focused. Laser focused.
Yeah, I mean it's. You were saying it earlier. It is kind of therapeutic.
Oh yeah.
You just kind of walk in, put on some Brian Eno.
Oh, I got it. Oh my gosh.
That's a good suggestion. No, seriously. I mean, if I'm having a stressful day,
Yeah.
sit down, make some paint splotches,
Let's see.
make some little monsters. Do you need?
I was curious if you had anything for like noses, so I was just looking. I was like, well, let me think of a. Let's see.
Okay, you get the general idea.
Chat's asking how's it going so far.
Good.
How's it going with our suitors over there?
Okay.
We're good.
We're hanging in there.
Lack of
Guys
dexterity.
are champs over there.
Okay, my white strip just doesn't work.
Yeah, I gave up on the white.
Let me see. Let me see if I can help.
I
you
might
with
have
this.
messed it up.
Okay. See if we can activate it, maybe.
I was trying on the back.
Let me get
and It
another.
was really dry.
Yeah, I'll get one of mine.
Let's see.
That would not be good. Alright. Hey. Okay, so
Or maybe I'm going too hard.
yeah, and I should say that you really want to go kind of light. So here we go.
Okay. Yeah, I was being
Oh,
too
no.
aggressive. Sorry.
Oh, I messed up. Okay, well, I didn't mess up. It's just angry. It's
You
fine.
can't mess up.
Right, that's fine.
Remember-
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
mess up.
Was it only happy accidents or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jazzy,
Ross.
try a light touch on the white.
All right, 2 minutes up.
2 minutes
Oh,
up.
hold on.
Okay.
Okay.
No little song.
We need a little flute.
I got it.
Fergie is in the chat.
Hi, Fergie.
Hey, hello
Hi.
there, folks. Welcome in, Fergus. It's good to see ya.
Oh. Look at go.
Sickle donated $10.
Thank
Oh,
you.
thank you.
Woohoo! Painting was the comment.
Did you see my worm on a string?
So we're at
It's its tail.
$220
Oh,
raised.
that's great.
Amazing.
Two.
So,
Oh my gosh.
oh,
this is
here we go.
awesome.
Oh, this looks like something out of Mario. All right, I'm starting 2 minutes again.
Okay, 2 minutes.
I don't know what to do with this. Oh no.
Trying to like visualize feathers.
All right. This is time for very fine control.
Where do you want the feathers?
I'm trying to put.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like the.
Yeah, I think
Oh, I
you
don't know
got it.
what to do. This is the first one where I'm like,
I say if you don't know what to do, add spots, add stripes.
that's about where I'm going.
Yeah, add horns.
I gotta grip the pen.
It ain't great, but it's
Firmly grasp it.
firmly grasp it in your hand.
You crack yourself up.
It's just
These are good.
His little feet.
They look, yeah.
And his face.
Kind of like old school cartoon feet. I like that.
I'm giving him pants.
claws.
I'm using them on a little iPod.
Oh, so you make yours cool. They're hip and cool.
All right.
They have shoes, iPods.
Chat's saying, Sickle says this has to be extra hard in suit.
Yes.
Yes, that's the
Um,
hardest
It
one.
is.
Yeah.
Fergie says, recognize Ian Puffin. Who's the guest on the left with the rainbow down, the green? That's our friend
Hi,
Jazzy, who's wearing Hatch, a different fursuit, but we've known her for a while. And then Sickle says, how's the crafting been so far? I'm just getting back from some run around. It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah, doing well.
All right, 2 minutes is
2
up.
minutes, okay.
I'm excited about this one. Oh yeah, I'm about this one.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wow, these are looking
Good
good.
little guy.
Ooh.
I want to go from
Oh, I like this
I
one.
gave him pants.
He's so good.
All right,
Ready?
2 minutes.
Okay.
Back on the clock.
Oh my goodness.
I need
Oh,
this one.
can I have a different color gel pen?
This one is getting a skate.
Okay.
Oh, you want a different color gel? There's a pinkish one if you want.
Yeah.
You want that?
So is the color on the cap the color, or is it?
Yes, the
Okay,
color
so-
on the cap.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do a skateboard.
I like it.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, this could be a goo monster.
I really want to get
Oh
back
no,
on
this
my
is blue.
skateboard.
I think
but-
it's the color at the bottom, I think.
Yeah.
Other than this. Add some accents to this guy.
Ooh, I can't see what I'm doing.
Jake
Me neither.
really inspired
The
me to
black on the
skate
dark
again.
purple.
Until his accent.
yeah. Yeah, oh man.
I'm like, do I?
Were you able to make it out to Jake's show?
No, I really wanted to go. I've only been to Galaxy Hunt once.
Really? Damn.
You should go twice.
I know.
You should.
That is the plan, maybe even 3 times.
I love Galaxy Hood.
Galaxy Light
Such a
is
cool place.
Great location. It's where I played my first ever show in a band.
Really?
Yeah. Back in the day.
Then they stopped for a while, right? If I'm not
They
mistaken.
just came back.
Yeah, they're starting it back up, and it's funny because we went there, and I asked
Yeah,
them,
you
the
have
guy
to be
was-
like, no.
the guy's like, I don't think so. And then I think a week later, Jake was like, yeah, Galaxy Hut's starting music up again. I'm like, what? What?
No, it's Jake.
I can tell if I'm drawing.
He's
He knows that
been
one.
so.
It's hard to tell.
That's
No,
another-
we
that's
can't
another-
say no to Jake.
That's
You
another
know.
super chill guy.
He's,
One of the
yeah.
most chill dudes.
Yeah. He's kind of had a hand in
Oh, I
everything.
like this dude.
He's a DC music legend, man.
Yeah.
You would never think just by talking.
No. And I first saw him on the JMU campus with his wife when they were in the band Screen Vinyl Image. And
It's right
they
now on the phone,
almost
it just looks like a blob.
took that bar down. They were so loud. I mean, it was.
All right, 2 minutes is up.
Okay.
I couldn't finish what I wanted to
I
do.
made
Sorry.
Alright.
us into a goo monster.
Oh, I love how he's like pizza. Like
Pizza.
Have you seen Spaceballs? Pizza the Hut?
Yeah.
That was a good
Fergie donated $10 as well.
Fergus,
Thank you.
thank you, Fergus.
Shout out.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
So I think this would be the last round, basically.
Yeah, it looks like.
This will be the last round, and then I think what we'll do, we'll just work on our dry splotches.
So hold on, let me, it kicked me out of my.
Oh, I'm getting tired.
Here we go, alright. Start.
Oh, we're starting.
Yeah, we're starting.
And what I'll do, I'll show all the splotch monsters on the camera when they're
Yeah.
finished, just to show people our collaborations.
See, even this guy, I'm gonna actually try to do it right.
Okay, this
See,
one's-
I accidentally
Yeah,
got
I don't know what to add to this one. I like it a lot already.
Yeah.
She's not paying attention.
What now?
I said, see, I got a little marker on the table.
Oh.
That's what they're on.
What
We'll add some purple on these
It's a casualty.
It's just a little.
Add a happy little tree.
ones. Yeah.
The purple one.
Whenever we would watch the Best of the Joy of Painting, we would always crack up because Bob would create this amazing piece, and then
No,
it's
you
like,
don't-
don't do it, don't do it. He's like, we're gonna write a little tree, like right in the middle of the. It's like,
Yeah,
Bob,
right.
look
He
at
could
me.
not help himself. He had to add that happy little tree.
Yeah, this could be a nice little tree.
They had a really cool exhibit of his work. It was the one and only exhibit ever at the Franklin Park Art Center,
Wow.
right in Purcellville,
Yeah, that happened recently,
about
didn't
5 or 6 years ago. Yeah. Pretty amazing.
Fergus says, this kind of reminds me of the exercises for artists. I'm trying to convert from the Scottish accent into my, when I'm reading it, I can't do the Scottish accent, I'm not going to embarrass myself. Artists add an eye to a random shape and then turn into a face, which is far more successful than you think. Yeah, this is kind of the same
Oh yeah.
idea, just sort of adding things. Chat says we love Bob Ross here. Absolutely.
Long live Bob. Did you know his afro wasn't real?
Yeah.
It was a perm. He actually had a bouffant
Wow.
when he was in the military.
Huh.
But that was kind of an image thing.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
curls.
it's iconic.
Oh yeah.
Alright, 2 minutes is up.
Okay.
Oh, he's so cute.
So I guess we are getting back to the
love him.
originals. So would you guys, do you mind if I show them on the camera? Like I'll kind of hold them
Yeah.
up. So these are amazing. Oh,
Wait, that one is a skateboard.
incredible. I don't know how you do it.
Fergus goes, is it just me, or do a lot of these shapes look like they could be Vietnam on a map? Kind of.
That's a first. Yeah. All right, well, check it out, guys. These are some of the results we got from our collaborative Splotch monster. So I'm loving this one. This one has little shoes. I think, was that because of you, Tyler?
Yeah, I put some shoes
Yeah.
on.
This looks like I don't know if this is a web or some kind of like flap of skin, like a
I think it's
like a dinosaur or a fish.
I think it's. When I look at it, it reminds me of like a, what's that one dinosaur?
Dimetrodon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Or Triceratops.
Yeah, I think.
This could be my favorite.
That
This-
was my favorite.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, I love them all, but this reminds me of the movie Spaceballs, in particular. Pizza the Hut, who was
Pizza.
melting, you know, as he spoke. He was actually eating himself
Gleeful
too.
looking eye. You know, I like this one a lot because this was the second one I got.
Oh, okay.
So to kind of see it all come
Yeah,
together, see
yeah.
the
Love it.
the nose.
This one is a very hip, cool Splotch monster
Yeah.
with a skateboard doing, what is the trick?
I
where you
wonder
can
who
do-
did that.
Yeah, who put the skateboard in?
I did.
I think Steve.
Yeah,
did.
I
Oh,
I
I
wasn't-
wasn't.
Circle
wasn't
says go the
skateboarding.
iPod. I had the iPod. I tried to do a little wing and I was like, yeah, let's get some tunes. He's listening to some tunes.
No, I think what really makes this one is that tongue. I'm loving the
Ooh.
lizard tongue.
See, I didn't have the tongue when it came by.
We could call this one lizard hand.
Which one is that one?
Yeah, I don't think I saw that one.
Loving that tongue.
This one's
The
like a
whole thing-
mixture. If Jazzy and Puffin had a Splotch monster baby, this
Oh,
is
yay!
it. It's kind of like your colors.
Juffin.
Puffin.
And this one's on a longboard, so this one's a little more.
More skateboard?
Another skateboard. You know, when all else fails,
Skateboarding
add a
skate.
skateboard, right?
We got Mark
So-
Sparks himself in the chat.
Yay!
The man who started it all. He says, OMG, Lamo, I love him.
Woo!
Thank you.
No.
Let's go.
Lamau.
Which one was yours?
Where is it? The one with the shoes.
Shoe. Yeah, shoe one. Okay, let's make sure I get them all to the right people. You get the melting one, right?
Oh, that was the one I started.
Oh, melty. Okay. Did
I like
you get the
melty.
green?
Oh.
Yeah, that's mine.
It's like a dog.
This was
I
fun, doing the collaborative.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I've
I
really
think
seen how it all came together.
It's a
Oh, I
blast.
love it.
Yeah, it's a
Let me
blast.
see.
It's like a
Fingers look
dino
like
buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
It's really
Yeah, to me, it's the best part.
Mark says he loves the Splotch monsters so much. They're so good.
Look at this
You could take one
buffalo.
home.
You
For
can
$10.
take one home, $10 donation.
Yeah, you want this.
Yeah.
You walk
Oh, there the camera's on. Never mind. Now we don't
Thank
need
you,
to
guys. All right. Well, the timing is going really well.
Yeah, 122.
So, would you want to pan onto this?
Let's see. So here.
Now we're
we'll
looking
go
off
to-
of what the right ones.
All right. So you said we were going back to the
Yeah.
splotches that we made at the beginning, huh?
Yeah, so one of the reasons we made these paint splotches at the beginning, now these are actually made yesterday, but you do want to allow some time to dry. So,
Yeah. I think
The ones you made-
also did these yesterday.
okay, the ones you made today, they might be dry or not.
Oh,
You know, again, if they're not, if you have a blow dryer at home, that might be one way. I would say give it a little time. Now, I've seen people work right on them like 15 minutes after they were started. Another thing you can do is get like a paper towel and just gently blot on top of them if you really, really want to get started drawing. So one thing I like to do is when I do these, I like to, again, look at these from different angles. So what I'm going to do is let our friends today vote on the angle that I begin. Just, again, to show that I really had no preset notion as far as
You know, it could be
how I
fun.
wanted this to look. So I'm going to
If
show
we
all
could
four
have
angles,
picks for another
and we'll just
person.
vote by a show of hands, okay? So
So,
Alright, so.
here's
you
angle
pick
number
one,
one,
then
guys.
we'll, like,
Hey, don't vote yet. So this is angle number one.
Angle number one, alright.
Okay, we're going to tilt it clockwise. Angle number two. And only just think what you want. Don't raise your hand yet. Angle number two. Okay.
The hair's going my
Angle
eyes.
number three.
I'm on hard mode.
Angle number three. And finally, number four.
I like 4. Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah,
4 is good.
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of
memories
fours.
from us.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we can start a little poll, see
Oh.
what chat thinks. We'll give them a minute.
Okay.
So there's a poll in the chat. You can decide if you want to go through just one more time.
Yeah. So we could do that again. So, angle number one. I like that
Don't mind,
we're
you pick for Jen.
yeah.
That's a lot of sea slugs, chat says.
Yeah. Angle number two. And there's a little bit of delay in the visuals. Angle number two.
Man, these work so well in all the angles.
I know.
It's a tough one, yeah. Angle
I say this.
three.
Okay. Okay, now Jazzy.
Now Jazzy pick for something.
Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I already know the angle I want.
And
Then all the way
finally,
around? That way.
angle number four.
I saw it immediately.
So now we can, well, let me just wait. There we go. That's angle number four. All right, let's do some voting.
All right, so chat voted for angle number one.
Okay, that's one.
I
Oh my
I voted in
goodness,
chat. I
wow.
did number one.
I
Okay.
went for in my Yumi stuff.
Puffin did 4. Z, what's your vote for?
We all
4.
said 4 over here. We said 4 over here.
One, two,
All right,
three.
so
3 for 4.
yeah, that would put
2
4
for
on the
1.
board.
Okay, so angle number
Angle number 4 is
4,
the winner.
which
Woo!
is my personal
Wait a
favorite. So
minute.
There we go.
that kind of worked
Right
out
away
for
with
me.
it.
Does that count?
Awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you for voting.
Yeah.
All right. So we are going to get started. So guys, basically for the remainder of the session, we're just going to be drawing. And you could jump in with us and add to yours. You could just hang out and watch us if you want. It is really up to you.
Sai was like, I had it backwards.
It's okay.
So I think that would have made for unanimous.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Oh, and guys, do you need markers at all? Would you want markers?
Yeah, we get some colors.
We'll see.
I won't
Okay.
say no to markers.
Okay. All right. We'll get some markers over there.
How do I want to do this?
Will says, I see some creatures and some configurations.
That's a very Will thing to say.
Creature. That could be like an album title. Creatures and Configurations.
Ooh, there
Or
you
a
go.
band.
That's your first. Oh, that'd be a good band title.
Creatures
That's your
and
first
Config-
album right there.
I like that. Thank you, Will.
I can't get my fingers right.
Fergus says the middle one's a hermit crab. He should be a DJ in front of a pair of turntables. Because is that like the purple, pink, green one?
Yes. Yeah. All right. We'll go for it, crab.
Mark
Thanks-
said I
thanks for the
chose
input.
one because they looked quite scrungly.
That's a great word, scrumbly.
You said
Is that a
scrumbly?
word?
Oh,
Scrumbly?
it is now.
I like it. Yeah. We'll go with that.
All right.
I like the crab idea. I'm gonna make a crabby crab.
Krabby Patty. Steve, who's your favorite SpongeBob character?
You know, don't be mad at me. I've never watched the show in its entirety.
Well, that's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
It's a long show.
It's a long
and
show.
my students love that show even to this day. We'll do
something finally fell.
It's just the penguin.
we'll do aquatic-based projects, and they always have to interject SpongeBob in some way.
Good.
Yeah.
We're raising the kids right. You know?
Somehow SpongeBob makes his way into every aquatic project we do.
SpongeBob is all. Well, you know, I think for a lot of kids, it's kind of their first introduction into sea life.
Yeah.
Either SpongeBob or Finding Nemo.
I don't have enough light.
Like my paw is covering up.
Oh, I got it.
Huh.
What do you call it? It's like Jazz. It's on your tail, like the little outer part of.
It's a fin.
Well, like I know it's a fin, but like the outer part of a fin. Surely it has like a technical term, right?
Fin.
The like skin of a fin?
Yeah, like
It's
the
a
The skin of the fin.
Like a frill,
I
maybe?
don't know
Not
what
a
it's
band
called
name.
actually.
Skin of the fin.
Skin of the fin.
Yeah, that sounds like a hardcore band.
Uh-oh.
That
I
one's
actually
gone.
don't
There's
know.
a cap.
Because I'm adding some of those to these little things.
I can't open this.
Whew. And doing the standing up is its own challenge, you know?
Yeah. There. You take a chair.
All stuff I do with the fursuiters.
Suffering artist.
Yeah.
This is true hard mode artist.
This
Yeah.
is hardcore.
Oh, I love
I
this.
mean, you get, like you said, you really get sucked into making these.
Put on some music,
Yeah. See.
podcast.
Put that phone alarm back on. The curse.
That could be the background music.
Now, once Puffin and I did a stream, and she has this Furby that I'm pretty sure is possessed.
It's a normal Furby.
And I don't know about
That's
that.
what you think.
I
And
think all Furbies are possessed, to be honest.
and we couldn't. It's like you put it to bed or something,
I know, I woke it up.
and we couldn't get it back to sleep. And we
Uh,
couldn't get the batteries out because
They were corroded.
yeah, well, like the screw is like it's so rusted. We're like, yeah, we can't get
My
this.
micron's like going out.
Do you need another?
Yeah, I think.
Here.
No, it's like coming back. It's going and coming.
Okay. Well, I'll give you this one.
Karma says I would definitely put this in the art category. Well, I mean, we
It's a
said it.
special event.
We said it's a bit more special.
It's art and so much more.
I made my little guy. I know you like this guy.
Fergus
Absolutely.
says I like Z's red, yellow, green
I made-
critter.
I made
It's
like
very
a
Rasta
sea
Marley
creature.
vibes.
You made what?
A sea creature.
Ooh, I also made like a seed slug.
Oh, I love that. Do I have a cool? Oh, I have teal.
Yeah, it would go with it.
All right, that'll work.
Oh, I forgot this has 2 limbs on it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking of the crab creature on that anime series you lent me. How it the trio thought of.
Oh yeah,
It can shoot out.
Yeah, I need to. Now that you finish, I'm like, man, I gotta go back home
Yeah,
and
it's
watch that.
it's really good. I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, for Chad, I turned Steve on to keep your hands off Izokin. I think that's how you say it.
Isokin.
Izokin.
I mean, I just loved how they cover the process of animation and how artists think and how they get their inspiration. I mean, it was really amazing. And the way that they portrayed that throughout the series.
Yeah.
Like when they were imagining things and then how they went into that world that they were imagining.
Mark says, when I was a kid, I had a Pikachu that screw keeping the batteries in got stuck, so you can never turn it off. It made my family so mad because for 3 months it kept everyone awake, but I loved him.
That's true love. That is unconditional love.
Now I think the watercolors I did earlier, some of them are still,
Yeah.
it's like they're kind of dry.
Yeah, you
But I
could,
know
if you really want to draw on those, you could blot them.
If I can get it.
But
I
I would
think
just
it's
say
good for now.
use,
Yeah, let me put this over here.
use the one that I gave you. I think
it was this one,
that's
yeah.
yours, yeah. And that's why I made those ahead of time, because sometimes it takes forever for them to dry.
Yeah, mine is a little again.
I know it can work.
Yeah, it can.
I-
But hey, you have a
using it so
gift
well
to
for
take
one.
home.
Yeah, same. Where's my
Work
black?
on up there.
Yeah.
It's drying out.
Steve, have you ever heard of a video game called Spore?
Okay, well, I give it.
I have, but I don't know anything about it.
So it kind of reminds me of Splotch Monsters because you create these little aliens, and it has you start in like the cell stage, and you got to eat other little organisms, and then eventually you go through evolution, and you can add
Oh, wow.
different parts, and you're gonna make some really weird guys.
Yeah. Spore.
Yeah, it's the guy who made The Sims made it. It's a pretty fun game.
I love games that you could just keep adding and just building and.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sadly haven't played many games since, and this is really dating me, the 16-bit Sega Genesis era. I was obsessed with that, and I would play Sonic the Hedgehog, Sonic and Tails. There was a game called Altered Beast, which was amazing.
I'm sure, we got plenty of people in the chat who are probably like, oh,
There are some really rare
Sai
games.
says Spore, I love Spore. Zal, Spore is a fun game.
I love sports.
I like sport.
See, it's fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes you gotta like work the ink out of the pen a little.
You do. You learn how to use things. It's kind of like, I guess, like playing an instrument. You
Yeah.
learn like the pressure, how much you have to push.
Yeah,
How
like, hey,
light.
I gotta
Tired.
plug the string this way.
Yeah,
I gotta mute the strings.
yeah. It really just takes some experience. But what I like is sometimes when you mess up, like you might discover, again, like music, you might discover a great sound
Oh yeah.
or a melody that you didn't intend, or a texture.
Yeah, so many of my sounds from making music have come from messing up,
Right.
You're like, oh wait, this sounds cooler actually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick with this.
Those happy accidents are crucial in the creative process.
Fergus asks, is there anything that you can't put markings on a Splotch monster, like adding spots and stripes? And we were talking about that earlier, and it's kind of like everything's fair game.
Oh yeah.
Whatever you
yes.
want to add.
Spots, stripes, scales, fur. I'm assuming it's not referring to materials, but actual subject matter, right?
Yeah, but I mean, it could be kind of cool to get like little bedazzle glitter
Yeah.
in there. That could be interesting.
I've made splotch monsters from coffee and tea, from India ink.
Oh yeah, I remember
Yeah.
seeing some of those.
Board's
Yeah,
working now
yeah.
if you wanna use it.
I got you.
Yeah.
I actually have hands. You have paws.
Yeah, he can help us out. There's Falklands here.
I do want to just want it.
Here, use the left hand.
It's like,
Yeah,
it
I'm
doesn't
just
always
trying
work, it
to-
works like a little bit. I thought I wrote it on the paper. That's cool.
Oh yeah, there we go. Now
Yeah.
we're talking.
I need
Mine
one
are
of those.
ridiculous. I'm gonna take it, like not nearly as good as yours.
I'm trying very hard.
Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this bit's working now.
Okay, let's do the big guy. Big guy's gonna be tough.
I think they're all a little tough. Ooh.
I like the eye stalk on this guy.
What's that?
His eye stalks. Looks like a snail kind of.
Hmm.
Can I use one of these?
Yes. I'm giving him the Cal Arts smile.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, so there's kind of a running joke that a lot of these showrunners that went to Cal Arts, a lot of their art styles kind of look similar.
Okay.
And it's like, kind of true,
Yeah.
but it's also, it's a good art style. And like, studios respond to it and they're like, kids love this stuff. So,
Yeah, I didn't know that. Now, Cal Arts, they have a music program too, if I'm not mistaken.
I think they do.
Oh yeah, this micron's a little
Now
weird.
see, the perils of being left-handed is, see this?
Oh yes, the smearing. But
So-
that kind of looks cool. Creates like an atmosphere.
So, whoever gets the lefty drawings, you have a collector's item. You can know that my hand smeared it.
The lizard hand.
Yeah. His hand's been places. Like the DC Metro.
I'll be writing that later today.
I'll tell you what, nothing beats when you come home and you get to wash your hands after.
Oh. So I'm not the only person that feels I need to desanitize?
It's just, you know what, like, especially last night, because I'm at this show and I'm up against like the railing and I'm holding onto the railing, I'm leaning against the railing, and I'm like, I gotta move.
You know, and a lot of people don't think of that. A lot of
They
people
really
just go
don't.
right home. I'm the type, I have to hop in the shower.
We got Mr. Cashy Cakes himself just goes, ooh.
Hi.
That sums it up.
Cashy, we name dropped Sonic the Hedgehog earlier, so.
Yeah, I used to play Sonic and Tails.
Can you speed run it?
Oh, it's been so long.
You know, I don't think I ever beat Sonic the Hedgehog 2 because the level where the water rises up, as a kid, I could never do it. It stressed me out too much.
Really?
And I was cool because the music, oh my god!
Yeah.
And I would always get stuck. There's this part where there's these cubes that move, and I was such a stupid little kid, and I could never get the timing right, and I would always either run out of lives there or Sonic would just drown. And then when I played, it's called Sonic Mania, and they have all these classic Sonic levels. And that was one of them. And I was dying at the same part. I'm like, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like, surely adult me can get past this. And sure enough, I did. I persevered.
You did, yeah?
I think it's the second level. So I could, like, never get past the second level. I think, like, maybe once I did, but then there were other levels, and I'm like, I can't do this. I can't beat it. And when I was playing Sonic Mania, that was one of the first games I ever streamed. There was someone who actually speedruns that game, who was in my chat and was basically like, this is entertaining because you're so bad at this game.
Kind of like karaoke, like so
yeah, they're like, wow,
so bad.
you're really
It's
struggling.
entertaining.
I'm like, you know what? I am. But I'm glad you're happy.
Well, you made someone say.
Yeah.
You entertained
That's all that
somebody.
matters.
That's how I am with karaoke as far as like watching it. I don't want to hear the good singers. I want those people who think they can sing or just don't care or maybe have
I want
a
you
little
to,
too
I want
much.
you to go out there and just give it your all.
Go for it.
Show your heart.
Yeah.
As a woman once said to a random stranger at a karaoke bar called Egos in Austin, Texas, leave it all on the stage. You know?
That's right.
That's what it's all about.
That's a wise.
Yeah, she says, I remember that exact part always killing me a ton as a kid. Yeah, I couldn't do it. It's too much for me.
A wise saying.
Mark says, you know, they are splotch monsters, but when they are shortened, would that make them splonsters?
Ooh. Okay. That is something to think about. That is something to ponder.
Something to go home and just really, really think about.
I've never thought of that. Splonsters.
Splonsters.
Okay.
We got some splonsters here.
That's very clever.
This one back, wait.
Who's this in these eyes here? I'm trying to
Like
get
a
like
spare paper to like test if the pen is still
think.
pending.
No, just go for it.
Both of these whites are out again.
what?
Yeah, and these are new too. Here, try this one. This one works well. Who needs one?
Me.
There you go.
Okay. I'm just collecting a pile of them.
It's a graveyard of white
Yeah,
jokers.
there you go.
Okay, now I can pick it up yourself.
Ooh. Mine are all like mine are all like sea creatures.
I think these lend themselves very well to sea creatures.
It's so yeah. It's easy to see fins and stuff.
I'm liking this guy. I'm cooking.
Oh yeah, he's like kind of grumpy. He's like,
ah.
don't bother me. About that.
Ferg says, I gotta go with that one. I agree with sponsors.
Monsters. Monsters.
I'm even like a big old fan.
I'm really digging. I'm a mess.
What did you flip out?
I don't
And
know.
we thought,
Oh, you're thinking.
I thought, Puffin would be the one dropping.
I'm a perfect angel. No, I'm the mess.
She's the good kid.
It was a misdirect.
Look, I got big.
We all tricked you.
I got big meaty claws.
Big claws.
What's that?
SpongeBob.
This is why I should watch
If
it.
there's something to be around, first two seasons.
What colors do y'all have of marker?
Those are the crucial
Like a
seasons.
really dark purple.
Yeah, I think like
orange and yellow.
seasons 1, 2, and 3. Those are good.
Could I have,
Those were your best episodes.
Do we have a pink? Oh, I have the pink.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see.
Does anyone want like a rust tone?
No, thank you.
No?
Yeah.
Who would like the rust tone?
Oh, I am getting this all over my car.
Can someone tell if
In
my
the
pen
middle?
is still working so I can't see if it's drawing or
Oh,
not?
okay. There you go. Can I grab a
I
yellow?
can't see if it's
You can
drawing.
do whatever
Thank
you
you.
want. I got the first color.
He's gotta have a tone. A tone.
I think we're doing good.
Yeah,
15.
let's see. It's about
15
one,
minutes.
what's 1:45? Still chugging along here. So that means 15 more minutes for any donations if you want to be entered into the drawing to win some of our fabulous drawings. A drawing for a drawing.
I like that.
And the bonus is that also gets you basically 2 entries into the Papa Barks drawing. So you come out with a painting, and you might also come out with I don't know, Nintendo Switch or PS5 or.
I can't put the cap on
I haven't been putting in cat back on
them.
so I
Okay.
can't.
No, I've just been throwing them.
I think half the cats
Just
are
throwing them. Get out of here!
Sorry.
And then I got a few more Papa Barks events coming up. I'm gonna stream the Sopranos video game tomorrow. I'm sure that'll be a
The
real.
Sopranos video.
Yeah, it's not good. It's not good.
Is it as bad as E.T.?
It's probably not that bad, but it's not a good game. But it'll be fun. And then Monday and Tuesday,
Oh, this is a-
Pupkin's gonna be doing some sports games, and I'll be along for the ride. FIFA and MLB The Show. So maybe every $5 donated, she can hit me with a pitch in the game. I
I'll
don't know.
hit you with a baseball.
I'm still
bat.
trying to wrap my brain around the fact there's a Sopranos video game. That is.
So E.T. for the Atari 2600. That game is terrible. Yeah, they're all in a landfill now.
There's a wonderful documentary about it too. I mean, it actually has a cult following. I mean, that's how bad it is.
Is there a, can I get that back actually?
Everything's at a cult following.
Is it
Oh,
right
yeah.
here? This looks purple.
That's
Maybe
true.
it's
Probably it.
red.
Whew.
How many
You miss a
is
lot
it?
of time in these, and then you're like, you take a step back. And,
I think I'm behind.
Yep.
I'm just here.
Things dropping left and right.
It's because I'm leaning all over the table.
I mean, the fact you guys are doing this is amazing in itself. I couldn't do that.
You know what? Don't color in things because it doesn't work.
honestly,
I've been trying. It's hard.
You know what? I figured I was already there. I wasn't gonna-
There goes
My
the
child!
hyena.
My child!
Just wow.
There goes the hyena.
Oh, the king.
It was bound to happen.
It wasn't a cup.
Let's,
I would say hyenas are probably one of the creepiest animals because
oh, the camera was on the perfect moment for that
In
too.
earshot?
oh,
You just like looked up. Well, because her Puffins persona is an aardwolf, which is part of the hyena family.
okay, well that I mean, but like they're laughing, but yet they will devour you as they're laughing,
That's
Well, you know,
right?
Hey, why not? They're
And they'll take on lions. Like you see a hyena, they're
I saw the Lion King.
okay. I've watched a lot of nature documentaries.
Lion King's a true story that actually happened.
Is it?
Yeah, I saw it.
It's fact.
I was there.
That was a documentary.
It was on
They-
YouTube.
They-
It's real.
They didn't step in. They could have saved Mufasa, but
So you gotta let nature take its course.
they were like, "Nah, Joe, don't do it. Don't get involved. This is good footage."
We still have
So now, I always thought about that,
No.
but aren't we nature too? So if we decide to
Um.
intervene, would that be part of a natural process?
No.
No.
No? Okay. So humans don't really qualify as nature. I just wondered. I always
Maybe.
It's like an invasive species type of
Okay. Okay. I just wondered about that. Who knows?
Yeah. He and his little eyes.
I got 2 more to do.
And I'm sorry if I insulted hyenas.
No, you're fine.
It was actually a compliment.
You can't insult.
You can insult us. We're stinky.
Yeah, we're stinky
You
smelly.
can't backtrack now.
What's done is done.
Okay. I mean, creepy could be a compliment, right?
That's true. I'm intimidated.
Intimidating.
Or maybe not
Intimidating,
fish,
yes.
finally.
A better word.
Oh, it's a bird.
Burb. It's a burb.
This
smell.
one's kind of not a fish. I haven't even seen anything that does.
That is really good.
My favorite is this one and this one.
I just love hearing like everything just
I like
falls
this one
apart.
too.
All right, who drops more stuff? The
Me.
fursuiters or your students?
Oh, oh man. I think the furries have it.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Is there like a green marker?
No,
I
my
have
students is
yellow.
more like
Does
throwing
it have a
things,
green marker?
Here.
especially the boys.
You need a pair of scissors?
Erasers, yeah, they just think everything's for throwing. I'm like, guys, we are not in PE. We don't.
We're not
Yeah.
So,
You need to save it for
there's
PE.
the white.
Oh.
Look, it's
I think
rolling.
they're
I
doing it
can't
on
stop
purpose, I
rolling.
think.
They
No,
might
we're
be.
not.
It's just
We're
getting
not.
out of hand.
We're in hand.
It's slowly falling.
We're in hand, she says. We're in hand.
What color are those? Okay, pink. I already did.
I was trying to like visualize how I want to do some eyes.
What colors are over down there?
Um,
Various. What do you want?
I don't know.
You have red and rust.
There's like pink, purple, and something.
Huh. I'm being inspired by Jazzy or by Z to make a bird.
Does anyone want like an aqua tone?
I always want more tones. Yes.
Okay.
You give us all the markers and we'll put them on the ground if you don't want them.
Can I take a pink?
Yes.
Thank you. It's okay. So good.
Tiny,
They give 'em
really
fly
tiny
wings.
ladies.
Did you know that according to all known laws of aviation, a splotch monster is unable to fly?
But they do it anyway.
But they do it anyway.
I tried making a horn, but I did not have enough dexterity for that. I hope this.
Yeah, I'm losing dexterity as time goes on. Yeah, me too.
Hey, we're almost there. 8 minutes.
Oh god,
8 minutes.
it's gonna be tough. Will you make it? I don't think I will. I don't have this last one though. Yeah, I
I'm on
feel
my
that.
last one. So
Oh,
I hope
you-
I make it.
You went faster than me.
I think I'm done, but I'm adding a little bit of
The words just don't work.
flair.
Whoa.
I got that crab on there.
Nice.
That started it all, the crab. It's a very crabby crab.
Oh.
I'm giving him some more headphones.
I'm making an elephant.
Look, we're getting to that point where like we're starting to have real. I think we're in challenger mode.
Yeah.
Almost there.
I haven't been in a suit for 2 hours in a very long time.
Oh, that was a donation.
Someone, I think someone donated
Woo!
something. I heard it go off.
To follow.
Huh?
You have to follow.
Ooh, who followed?
Max the kid.
Yo, shout out.
Yay!
Thank you for following.
Thank you.
Trying to get this guy glasses.
Do we have an orange over here?
Give me an orange over here.
I have teal, aqua.
Did you get the donations from Zao and?
Oh, Zal donated.
Zal,
Zal donated
you.
$25. Said, let's kick ALS to the curb. Love the Splotch monsters, love the art, and love you guys.
I love
Right
you.
on. Right on.
Mark, why are there names like this? Mark donated $10. Says yes, me what a splonsters please. And Sai also donated $10. I too want a splonsters.
I'm getting to the point
as
where
well.
I'm adding things just to add things, and I'm doing too much.
I want to add a tail to this.
So
guy.
that brings the campaign. My total campaign is now at $275.
Woo!
I'm $25 away from doing a Final Fantasy 14 stream, which I've never
Come
played.
on, guys, $25.
$25.
Do this.
I'll get
Let's
sucked into
go.
MMO hell.
Oh no!
David, do you have orange or red over there?
I got marked
Let's
on my
see.
first
Do we have orange or red? This looks like it. Well, wait. Hold on. This might be.
I need like a marker.
Yeah, like
we
what
don't have a yellow.
It might be over
We
here.
have, yeah, I think the orange might have went down to
Oh wait, sorry.
Oh.
I got distracted.
It also depends
There's
on
one
Yeah,
second.
there are some things on the
Because
floor.
I see
Things
the
are falling.
orange patio.
There's a hyena.
Right there.
right
The
there.
hyena. R.I.P. the hyena.
This is the orange.
Creepy.
There are some, yeah.
Disgusting.
There's something else to say.
This has been fun. I like
Yeah,
it.
that's what I want to say. The overall amount for
telling you,
Papa Bark
Halloween.
so far is almost at
We're
20K.
bringing this to the Halloween party.
So event total is $19,373.53. So we're almost there.
Almost at 20K.
Almost at 20K. What? This is week 2, right? I
Yeah.
think.
That's pretty amazing.
So yeah, we're going strong, folks. Love seeing the support. Means a lot.
I made a boo-boo over here, so let me make something out of it. I'll make a little fishy. Turn a boo-boo into.
A happy little fishy.
Yeah.
A boo boo into a woo boo. Woo. Yeah, woo.
I'm giving this
What do the
guy,
kids say? Yeet.
What?
Yeet.
Yeet. I like this guy. He's got glasses on.
Did your wife
He's
have
an
a-
intellectual
No.
splotch.
There, I made a little fish out of a marker.
Hipster.
Why?
Intellectual monster.
A little turtleneck or something.
Alright, I think
A
I'm
little
gonna
cup
try
of
one
tea
more.
or coffee.
Oh yeah.
This one? No. This one?
Espresso.
This kind of looks more like a choker, but hey, he's in his brat era.
Mm-hmm.
Are your students saying yeet? Are elementary schoolers saying yeet?
Oh yeah.
Is that where we're at now?
That's where we're
Hey, you
at.
know that it came from Vine, which is kind of funny that they're still doing it.
Yeah. I just can't imagine how old are these kids usually?
Oh, between 5 and 11.
So
It's around like 4th and 5th grade, so we're looking at like
These
10,
11,
11.
12.
that's
Yeah.
okay. So Mark says the next Papa Parks incentive is Pred Talk. So if you want to learn more about Hamtaro,
I'm not doing Hamtaro again. I'm gonna switch it up.
You heard her.
Switching it up.
I'm gonna switch it up.
Need like a. I'm trying to take like a reference of a mug. I think I got it figured out though.
You have to make a little steam coming out from the top.
Yeah, like when you don't have like a mug in front of you.
Yeah.
Oh, I see one over there. I think hold on.
Does anyone have that pink?
Yeah. You need pink?
Yeah.
There we go. Trade you for the aqua.
I just need to make some pink bubbles.
Big cup of coffee, I guess.
Apparently you hit 300.
Yo!
Hey!
Who donated? Let's see.
How much bread do you have?
Alistair, I think. $25. I would also like to acquire one of these sponsors too. So at 300, I gotta play Final Fantasy.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah, it means a lot, guys. 300.
Good stuff.
Alright, he's got his coffee.
Coffee sip and splotch month.
Mine are not very,
Splotster.
they don't do, they're not
It's the
doing
curse
it,
of being a
so
left-hander.
they don't have accessories.
Mark, Mark is like, is any of this even real?
No.
No.
Yeah? This is
It's a
all
dream.
Will, they played Fortnite. We hit 300, that's great. Is any of this real? There's this video I love. I shared it in our Discord server.
Oh, I
but
just shared my canvas.
the comedian Kyle Mooney, he used to go on SNL.
Totally
but,
forgot.
before he was on Saturday Night Live, he would do these videos where he would interview these people at events and things, and his whole character is like very awkward. And there's one where he's at a baseball game. He's like, "It's not Grand Slams,"
Alright,
and the guy's like, "Huh?" He's like, "It was Grand Slams." And he's like, "Grand Slams?" And he's like, "Yeah, is it real?" He's like, "Is it real?" "Yeah, of course."
Is that a real Grand Slam?
Check. Huh? You've been having these weird thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real or not?
real?
We are at. Oh wait, it's still on my stupid timer. Get out of here! I don't need. Get out! Get. 1:58. So 2 minutes.
2 more minutes.
I think these are all I can do. I mean, I pretty much did them. And you know what?
Make sure you sign 'em.
Here's the real. Yeah, maybe we can all sign them. The real fun part is whoever wins these, you can add to them when they get in. You know, if you're like, hey, you know what? I wanna go to town on these too.
Yep.
Go for it.
Continue a collaborative process.
My favorite Final
Never
Fantasy.
ends.
Oh, we said
Mark,
we're signing them in
I
sync,
did
right?
recently get
Okay.
the Kingdom Hearts collection again because I kind of want to dive back in, but we'll see.
Oh my gosh, my signature is gonna be wild.
Well, maybe, if you want to take your fursuit head.
No!
No!
They're staying in character the whole time.
Wow, they're
At the
dedicated.
very end.
I'll sign mine on the bottom.
You know what?
I've never signed as Beta Pop, but I guess I can just write Beta Pop.
This guy's really gross in
So where'd you get the name?
One day I
Like,
just
like,
saw it.
like,
No.
all
I think, you know what?
Just like
My
with
signature
Lizard
doesn't
Hand.
look that bad.
I just went with
We're
it.
just,
Alright, let me try
I'm
it.
thinking of like a pop singing beta fish. Like you're a pop star singing K-pop.
You guys are just so angry.
You just knocked your mic, or a microphone
That's fine, I have one of them.
It's the 20th day.
Okay.
I believe so.
I'm free.
7.
Me too.
I want to put the date
I
on.
wanna see
Yeah,
what
July
yours
20. Okay.
I wanna see what y'all's look like out of suit. Okay,
Yeah.
See, we can get you to sign these too, because you did
Oh yeah.
all the
Alright, I
sponsors.
think-
I'm gonna start calling them sponsors.
Monsters.
I figure we'll do that.
That sounds like a
after.
joke off of
Yeah.
a sponsor.
That's an after problem.
We got our sponsors over here.
Pumpkin.
We're
I can
fine
put that in my
splotster.
shorts. My flippy floppies.
Do you want me to show them all on the camera?
Yeah, let's show them.
Okay. All right, guys. Here we go. Here's our first one. This is one I worked on.
Inspired by him.
My
Yeah, I'm a little
splonsters. We
tired.
call them
The
splonsters.
pre-hydrate
Nice,
helps a lot.
nice.
I'm just more
Which one's your favorite?
hot
Do you have a favorite?
and
I'm
Cream
loving
yogurt,
the
man.
crab.
That-
I'm not sure
Yeah.
who gave us the crab idea, but
I think it was
like I
Fergus.
feel like I'll be
Thank
fine
you,
once I
Fergus.
take it off
I'm
and I
loving
get
the
in shorts,
crab.
I'll be chill.
it's my
It's actually
favorite.
not too hot.
Beta pop.
Yeah, these are the ones I was doing.
Wow.
And my favorite, I'm loving maybe because I have black glasses myself, and I like coffee. I think,
Weird coffee
Fan that you
mug.
can
yeah, that's a fantastic coffee mug. I like the little hairs on this one too.
Yeah,
But
those
it
ones.
has like
think
adjustable
Will likes the,
thing on it. It is so good for first
The
eating.
hipster.
I think he was talking about the.
Oh.
I think we put bottom right
It's
was on
really
Will's.
expensive.
Oh,
Or
okay.
Steve.
But it's worth it.
Can we show? We're gonna show your
Yeah.
splotch monsters.
You guys want to
Did
walk
you go
over
by?
so you can talk
Jazzy.
about it as well?
Jazzy.
Yeah, do you want to bring them over?
Here are
Yeah, Jazzy, go on
Jazzy's.
over. You want to talk about your blobs a bit?
Talk about these blobs, these sponsors.
Tell us more, Jazzy.
They're I don't know. One of them's a goo monster, and then a lot of them are fish. I kind of got inspired by a worm on a string here,
Ooh.
but a lot of them are fish. That one's my favorite, and this one.
Oh, fun.
The
They
goo.
got
I
little
love the
tabs.
recurring goo monsters though. This is a whole new thing. Like this is cool.
We love goo here.
Cool texture.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for cheese pizza now.
And
Yeah,
bubble.
some of you were not.
Thank you,
That's
thank
what
you,
I like.
Jazzy.
Zal says these are so cute and unique.
So you want to
Will says
Okay.
squirmel. I think that's what he's.
Squirmel.
I think that's what he's saying.
Hello.
It's
There you
Z.
go.
I got, okay, so we have a
This
bird
looks like a
snail. We got
Yeah,
a
bird-
weird
yeah,
elephant
there
guy who's got really bad skin. He needs some lotion. This is like a really chunky fish slug. This is also a fish slug, but much less char.
Cashy goes, oh
Oh my
wow.
gosh.
And then this guy's like a koala fish.
These-
We
I
really
like
like
fish.
fish here.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're all very fishy, you know?
we like fish.
Oh my gosh, that's just.
I like how you did the outlines on them.
Yeah.
Even Steve's taking a photo. That's what you know. That's
I
what
mean,
you
I'm
know.
blown away by all of them, but you know, I learn things from people.
Fish
when
are
I
awesome.
see
says
theirs,
Chad.
different approaches.
All right, let
So,
me move.
All right, Puffin.
puffin.
Puff pal.
I don't really know how to explain that.
It's more about a
Hey,
vibe.
what were you
Yeah.
feeling when you're drawing?
Yeah, what was going through your head?
It was, I don't know how to make these look okay.
You just
These look really good. These are great.
There we go.
you let your hands
Ooh.
do.
Oh, is that like a snail?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creature? And this
This
is more
guy?
like an insect, sort of?
Wow, I love him.
Yeah, I love
Something
it.
like
And
that.
this just
Oh,
I
like his
love the
head
trail of
there.
slime. Is that
I
what
like
that
the
I
is?
love his top hat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I can tell these
And
guys
this-
are artists.
This was the
They've been
first
doing
one I
quite a bit
did,
of
and then I was
drawing.
like, oh my god, that
These
looks
are
like
just
a mouth.
incredible.
Koala fish looks
And
like a
his
fruit
stupid
gummy.
logo.
That's what Will said. And then we get an oh from Kashi. For this one, Will says bottom left.
Bottom left.
Yeah.
Nice,
The
very
one with
nice.
the teeth.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice, very nice.
All right.
Okay.
Sweet. Well, that's it. I mean, we got a whole bunch of stuff. I think we have enough stuff that everyone who donated will be able to get something because we have what we created.
Yep.
You brought some stuff.
We have the little
I think
ones.
Steve's even going to donate
Yeah.
some things as overall prizes for Papa Bark. So you might be up to your neck in Steve Loya art, which is not a problem. Well, Steve, thanks so much for doing this. This was a blast.
Thank you so
It was a lot
much.
of fun.
This
It
was awesome.
Very unique, very
I
cool.
loved it.
It's kind of a first for you, and then
Oh yeah, yeah.
we got the camera on our lovely fursuiters over there. Now we're back to me.
I saw back then.
But any last words? I mean, we have the links where people can find your work.
Yeah,
But anything else you want to say?
I just want to thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you so much for just hanging out with us and for donating. Hopefully you got inspired a little bit. And thank you for some of your inspiration as well, some of your input. So have a fantastic weekend. Thank you.
Alrighty, everyone. Let's find somebody to raid. Let's see.
Do we have a...
Raid shadows.
Well, as their
Raid shadow.
Who we got? Who's doing Papa Bark stuff? Let's see.
Oh, I like his
Oh,
freckles.
alright,
And
let's
his
see.
eyes. Oh, he's got
Who
good
we
eyes.
got?
Guys, thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
This is
I
fun.
can't believe you hung in there the whole time.
Oh,
We are dedicated.
yeah.
You are. And these are incredible. I mean, they are just, wow.
Oh, man,
I
don't know.
love this so much.
Yeah.
So yeah, that one. I think that's one of my favorites of the small.
This one is that
Mm.
blue, the
Yeah.
purple and teal
The
one.
Gooby.
How do you like these markers? I got them through Amazon. Cali.
All right,
They're not
everyone.
bad,
We are
yeah.
going to send you over to Tango Bloom. What are they doing? Playing Grounded.
Woo!
Ooh.
So we'll send you over there.
About that one.
So we'll start that. Everybody, thank you so much for
Thank
tuning in.
you.
Means a lot. We're in a lot of good money. Yeah, round of applause. Round of applause. Marco's tiny time. Oh no! I just realized.
Grounded.
I will be streaming tomorrow sometime in the afternoon. So just keep your eyes peeled by like 12 Eastern, and then keep your eyes on Puffin's channel. We're gonna be doing some stuff too. But everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. We will get in touch with folks who donated about getting them their art. We really appreciate all the donations. Keep all the support going for Papa Barks. This is super awesome, super incredible stuff. We love to see it. And we will see you next time. Take it easy.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys. This was so cool. Making
Bye,
splotch
guys.
monsters with furries.